Previously on Tomb Raider 1. And with that, the adventure continues. Welcome back everyone to the Tomb Raider Marathon. I'm Jonathan Wolf, and today we're going to be tackling the second stage of the game, and that is the city of Vilcabamba. So let's go. Also, yes, surprise everyone, I'm uploading on a Thursday. What is this evil magic, or black magic, or what is this blasphemy? Well, for every time I do a marathon, I'm going to essentially destroy my upload schedule. But we're going to talk about that later, or as soon as we clear this area, because there's going to be 4 wolves, and we can kill 2 very quickly as we go to the left. And there's going to be another one here. And the last one... Alright, we got him. Alright, now before we start exploring, there is a bear that spawns. Oh, there he is. Oh, I took damage. Well, there goes the no damage run, since I didn't take damage on the first level. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, in this first area, there's going to be 4 wolves, a bear, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this starting room. Now, the bear will not spawn unless you get close to either this opening or this opening right there. And if you go into the den, there is going to be a small med pack on the left. And by left, I mean right, because I'm dyslexic. Or because I get my left and rights mixed up. And that's why you should never trust me with a map or driving a car. Now, before we continue, we're going to do a bit of a perimeter sweep, and basically we're going to go on the outer edge of this starting place, and we're going to kill all the enemies that we can, which is going to be a lot of bats and 2 wolves. Now, you may also notice we got a door with a keyhole, but we don't have a key yet, so I wonder what's up with that. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Alright, so here we got a wolf, and this guy, you can get him very quickly, because usually wolves take a while to start chasing you, and he was guarding a small med pack. Alright, let's get our guns out again, because there's going to be some more bats. 3 to be exact. And right over here, we got a wolf. Somewhere. There we go. And that should be it for all the enemies in this outer perimeter. Yes. And as you can see, we're back at the start. Alright. So in this video, we're also going to learn how to swim. Now, as you can see right here, we got ourselves this body of water. And yeah, let's just go for a swim. Now, to swim, it's pretty simple. You just angle Lara with the D-pad if you want, or wherever you want to go. And you actually swim by holding the jump button. And basically, as long as you hold the jump button, Lara will keep moving forward. Now, as soon as you go out of the surface, you can actually, move around. You can just swim on the surface. You can also press R2 and L2 to side swim, which is something I actually never knew that it was even a thing. And yeah, that's actually another thing that I forgot to mention. That's that if you press R2 or L2, you can actually sidestep to the left or right, which you can't do if you press R1. As you can see, I'm actually pressing R1 and going to the left. But yeah, as you can see, I'm not sidestepping. Now, what's actually interesting is that by holding the button, you actually turn slower, which is, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I actually never knew that. And of course, and also I forgot to mention, but to get out of the water, just go to an edge and press the action button. And simple as that. Now, if you want to submerge again, while you're in the water, what you want to do is you want to press the jump button, and Lara will automatically, or hold the jump button, and Lara will automatically go down into the water. Now, the first place we want to go is we're going to go to the right, and then we want to come over here into this corner, because in this corner we got a lever. And by holding the action button, Lara will home in into the lever, and she will eventually pull it. Now, pulling the lever open a door, which is on the other side of this pool. So, right there's the opening we got into, so now we gotta go to the left.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, of course, you have to keep in mind your air meter, that blue bar. And once that blue bar depletes, you're going to start losing life. So, yeah, you got to be careful. Try not to run out of breath. But through this door, we can get our first secret out of 3, I believe. And in this secret, we got a small med pack, and we got a new type of drop. What is this? What is this? Well, let's find out and see. So here we have magnum clips. So yeah, the pistols are not the only weapon you can get in this game. We can actually get multiple weapons. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is the options menu on the I guess the inventory screen. But basically it's basically the same menu, with the exception of that craft manor is not in this menu whatsoever. Now, another thing you can also do is you can either restart the level, you can load the game, or you can just exit the title. Now, restart level is a very excuse me. Restart level is a very interesting option, because you may think, okay, so restart level, this means that I'm going to, go back to the beginning of the level. Except that, yes, but not really. And I'll show you, and I'll tell you what I mean when we get to a save crystal. Now there is one last thing I want to mention when it comes to swimming, and that is if you jump forward and press while holding R1. And yeah, as you can see, by jumping forward and while pressing the walk button, Lara will actually do a swan dive. Now, the swan dive is really just for aesthetic purposes. However, you do want to be careful, because if you jump from a height that usually will deal damage to you, if you do a swan dive, you will die instantly. So, yeah, you gotta be careful when you swan dive. Like, I'll show you what I mean when we get to specific locations. But right over here, but back in the other room where we pulled that first lever, there's another lever that opens a trap door that will give us access to the second secret of the level. And here we got a lever that will open the door back to the beginning. Now, if you don't care for items and you just want to go for time, what you want to do is, from the starting point, what you want to do is you want to go cat a corner or across the pool over here to the right. And you're going to see this door with a lever. Now, if you want to make it even more simple, basically where you want to find these two like totems. I actually don't know what they are, which the totems will actually tell you, hey, the door with the keyhole we found is over there. Well, I can't see the keyhole, but yeah, there it is. There's the keyhole. But yeah, basically from the pathway from the totems, you want to go to the right, and here's where you can get the lever to open this door. So let's pull this bad boy and continue on. And right now we're going to get introduced to a new gimmick. And it's a very divisive gimmick, all things considered. But first you want to jump across into this skull wall and grab a large med pack. And yeah, as you can see, we dropped some breakaway tiles, meaning that if we weren't fast enough, we wouldn't be able to get that med pack. But as you enter the room, Laura took a peek at this block, and basically this is a movable block. Now the way these work is you want to stand in around the middle-ish of the block, and then you want to press action. And by holding action, you may notice that Laura is actually like preparing herself to move this thing. And so what you want to do is you want to either press forward or backwards, and she will either push it or pull it. Now, if you didn't get the med pack, you want to pull this thing so you can actually grab it. However, since we already got it, we're just going to push it. And yeah, basically, we're going to push this block all the way to the end. Now, if you're going for time, what you can do is you can actually pull this block up to the tile that Laura's standing on, and you can actually jump on the breakaway tiles if you didn't destroy them, and by claiming some items that we need in the other room, you can actually backtrack through that window, and yeah, you can actually it's actually faster to do it that way than the way we're doing now. But this is a walkthrough, so we're going the long way. So yeah, just push every single time. And a lot of people seem to hate these movable blocks, and my best advice I can give you is that when it comes to dealing with these blocks is that Laura moves the block faster when she pushes the block instead of pulling it. But yeah, basically once we get into this room, we want to go in the back here, and here we got 2 items. We got the gold idol, and we got the skull key. Now, if you want to check them by going to your inventory, you may notice that there's now arrows on the top of the screen, and this means that we can actually go to your key items. And we got the silver key, which is not a skull key, which is weird because there's a skull on the thing. And we got the gold idol. And basically, these key items are required to beat the level. And depending on the item itself, it's required to beat the game. Alright, so let's kill that bat. And as soon as we pull in here, it's gonna spawn another bat. And if we go even further, we will spawn yet another bat. Where is it? There it is. Alright, now before we use the crystal, we're gonna kill some more bats. As soon as we step on this tile, we're gonna activate 2 more. And you can barely see it, but there's actually a large med pack right here. Yeah, very sneaky game. I love it. Alright, let's save the game. And we can continue on and yeah, finish the level since we have the 2 items we need. So let's go. So right here, we're gonna emerge back in this room. So now we want to go in between these 2 totems, and this will give us access to where we need the key. Now, to use the items that we got, what you want to do is you want to go to the receptacle, in this case the lock, and then you want to press the action button, and then you just want to select the item. Now, one of the best line deliveries comes if you decide to use the wrong item. Just take a listen.
No.
Yeah, she just goes like, no. It's like, you stupid idiot. I can't believe you tried to upload, or you tried to use the key, or you tried to use the wrong thing in the wrong place. Alright, so here we got another dart trap, and the best way to avoid this is to just do a running jump, or just keep running. Yeah, I botched that. I botched that running jump horribly, but as soon as you enter the room, just do a running jump and you'll just avoid it. It's not that difficult. Alright, so as we enter the room, there's going to be a wolf on the left and a wolf on the right, and then if we could continue, there's going to be another wolf here. There's going to be a wolf on the stairs, and there's going to be a wolf on the right. And you can actually kill them before they even do anything to you, because yeah, the wolves take a while to get up, which is advantageous to us, you know. Alright, so here we got a building with some very interesting faces, And as you can see, we have 3 passageways, and you may also notice that yes, all of these are doors. You can run into them, and you can also like glitch it out with the camera angle if you can. I don't think we can do it for this one, but yeah, basically those are doorways, and we gotta open all of them. So let's go into the left pathway, which is the only one that is open. And here we're gonna go into our first, I guess, platforming challenge, except that it's pretty simple, all things considered. And we step on this tile, and we get the Tomb Raider theme. I love it. So yeah, this video is going up on a Thursday, and basically the way I'm gonna treat marathons is I'm going to essentially violate my upload schedule, and essentially every time we do a marathon, no matter the length, no matter the amount of games or the length of the games or anything, if we do a marathon, the upload schedule will increase. And basically what I'm gonna do is every time we do a marathon, I will upload a video for the marathon every single weekday, which means from Monday to Friday, you guys will see a new episode of the Tomb Raider marathon, and other marathons coming as well. And the reason why I'm doing this is mainly because of the fact that if I did the normal upload schedule, this marathon would have taken me probably the entire year, and I want to play other games, you know, since we're getting close to my 25th Let's Play, and I want to do something special for that one, as I did mention on the recap video. But yeah, essentially, when we do marathons, and the best thing about the Tomb Raider marathon is that by doing this upload schedule, I will finish this marathon by mid-June, which is, you know, this will basically be half a year of nothing but Tomb Raider, but there's nothing wrong about that in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, I've been ignoring a bit what we were doing, but basically in this room we got a bunch of breakaway tiles, and basically there are multiple ways you can do this room. You can use the breakaway tiles if you want, but as you can see with all of these platforms, yeah, there's multiple ways of going through this room. I mean, you can just go through here and just grab the ledge and completely ignore the breakaway tiles, except that I don't think you can actually jump, because yeah, the ceiling is a bit too low. So yeah, we have to abort. Oh, we can do this, okay. But yeah, basically if the ceiling is way too low, Lara cannot do a standing jump from where you're standing. The only thing you can do is do a running jump, which, depending on the ledge, can be either very easy or very hard to pull off. So yeah. And here we have the other room. And wait, is there something here? Because I never... No, there's nothing. Okay. Alright. And right here we got the second lever. And this will open the door on the middle, which is the correct path to go, so we can finish this level. We can finish it. So let's save the game. Alright, now let's back up from this so we can actually drop safely. And in this ledge, I did get a new pickup, which we haven't seen yet. So yeah, what is this? We got shotgun shells, and so yeah, we can actually get a shotgun in this game, which is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, we're not gonna see the shotgun until the next level, but you know, there's still things we can do with the pistols. Now, as soon as you step on these 3 tiles that we showcased, yeah, as you can see, we activated these axe traps. And basically, the best way to avoid these is to just stay on one side and wait for it to go to the other side and just run. Alright, so now let's pull this lever to open the door, except, oh no, the floor gave away and we are now in the water. Now, you can actually get out of the water in the main room. However, we're going to go through here. And yeah, you may notice why I didn't want to do that, because there's a big old bear. And this bear can either be very easy or very difficult to get, because one thing that some enemies do in this game is contact damage. And by that I mean that when you touch them, you will just take damage. However, I can only think of 2 enemies in this game that do contact damage. The rest they do an attack that will deal damage no matter what. But yeah, bears do have a charge attack, so to speak, which can do damage, which is pretty annoying all things considered. But thankfully he's going on the other side. And one of the cool things about holding the action button while you're firing on an enemy is that you can actually keep their lock on, and you can kind of tell where they are. So yeah, as you can see, I'm still holding action, and you can see Laura's pissed off face, like, look at this. Let's get near a wall. Yeah. Now that's a thumbnail right there, folks. But yeah, as you can see, I'm still holding the action button, and Laura's still locked into it. And when we get on site, maybe, I know, I guess it's inside the wall. But yeah, if he was like a bit out of the wall, Lara would keep shooting at the enemy. Now, thankfully, by releasing the action button, you can just keep firing again. And the good thing about the lock-on is that dead enemies can no longer, or Lara will not lock onto dead enemies, which is awesome, since, you know, we cannot do a lot of overkill. I mean, depending your mood, but still. Alright, let's pull this lever, and what this lever is going to do is going to turn off the axis, but it's also going to open that door over there. And you may be thinking, okay, so what's the point of that? What's the point of this lever? Well, I guess if you forgot to pick up the gold idol, then I guess you can go back and pick it up. But before we leave, or before we use the gold idol, we have the 3rd and final secret over here. And what's actually very funny is that in this level, we actually get all 3 types of ammunition we can get in this level. Because yes, here we have another type of ammunition, and those are the Uzi clips. So yeah, we can get some Uzis, or mini SMGs if you're playing Anniversary. And yeah, we say we have even more med packs. Now, something I forgot to mention in this, in the last video, is that for this marathon, I'm going to give myself a challenge. And it's a very popular challenge amongst the Tomb Raider community. And it's regarded as one of the more popular challenges when it comes to the classic Tomb Raider community. But basically, for this marathon, I'm going to try to beat every single game, or every single level, without using a single med pack. So small med packs, large med packs, I am not allowed to use them. Which means that if I have 1 HP through the entire level, then I have to beat the level with 1 HP. So, there you go. And yeah, that's basically going to be like the main challenge for this marathon, because I could do something like no pistols or pistols only, but pistols only is way too boring, especially when I'm going for all items and all kills, which is another thing I'm going to try to do for every game, except that there are some levels that getting all kills and all items is pretty much impossible, unless you want to, well, if you're going for all secrets, that is, which is the one thing that I care for the most, because this is a 100%. But yeah, basically the idea for this playthrough is to essentially do a 100% run, getting all secrets and trying to get all kills and pickups, as well as doing a no medpack run. So yeah, this is gonna be so. Yeah, this essentially this walkthrough is also gonna be on a very. It's gonna be a sort of guide on how to do every single level in the game without using a med pack. But the first the first 3 levels of this game, they're really not that difficult, all things considered. But it's not until we get to level 4 where, if you're not careful, the no med pack run can be impossible. Well, depending on your luck, that is. But there you guys have it. That is City of Vilcabamba. It took me 22 minutes, but yeah, I had a lot of explaining to do. And also, mother freaking RetroArch freezes the same way that it did back in the PS1 games. Which is funny because this didn't happen when I did the Nintendo games. I mean, it kind of did with Luigi's Mansion, but with New Super Mario Bros., Alien Syndrome, Metroid, and Kirby, it didn't happen. So maybe it's a PS1 issue. Which, God, man, that sucks. That really sucks. Which, you know, I guess that's a sign saying, hey, maybe you should do the remasters. But at the time I'm recording this, Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6 remasters are not out yet. And I want to play those games on my own when they come out. But like I said at the end of the last video, I'm probably gonna do the remastered version and just do like a modern controls playthrough, which, oh boy, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna see how I can fix the slowdown or the freezing in editing. And basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stop talking when it happens and just either resume the sentence or start over and cut the sentence before the freeze happens, which is gonna be weird, I know, but it's the best I can do because I really, really hate that this slowdown is a thing, which makes me scared for Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness because when I play PS2 games, it freezes like every time, no matter if I'm recording or not. So I'm actually scared with Angel of Darkness. And again, I could do the PC versions, but yeah, the PC versions are... I'm just going to say right now, the PC versions of the classic games are, in my opinion, the worst way to play them. Now, yes, the save system is fixed, which, by the way, I will showcase when we get to the gold expansions. So I'm not going to talk about the PC versions for now until we get to the gold expansions. If you want my opinions on the PC versions, but I'm dragging this outro way too long. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Tomb Raider Marathon. Next up, we're going to be moving on to the Lost Valley, and this, oh boy. This is where the game starts to get really good, because the first 2 levels, yeah, they're pretty basic, very cave-like type of levels, but the next level, that's when we get into the good stuff. So, yeah, with that said, I am Jonathan Wolf, and I will see you all in the next playthrough. Wait, in the next video. Take it easy, everyone.